My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Hearthstone Arena. We have a current request for a Shaman Murloc deck, but since the last game was Shaman as well, probably gonna lay that one off for a while. And we also have a request for a Druid, which is something I'm very interested in doing with some of these new GVG cards. Let's see what we get. We did play Shaman last episode, so I'm actually gonna ignore that. I'm not a huge fan of Hunter. Let's see what we can do here. Interesting. Enhancer Meccano is quite good in Arena, in my opinion, but then again, it is also a win more card. You still have to have a few things on the field before it works. Crush, destroy a minion. If you have a damaged minion, this costs 4 less, so it's pretty cool. 3 mana, destroy a minion. You can usually set yourself up to have a damaged minion, but Gorehowl is always pretty damn good, so I'm going to take that. There is a bug with the Warsong Commander at the moment, and this was brought to my attention by Ava, that when you get a minion out of a Death Rattle effect, like the Spectral Spiders from a Haunted Creeper, they aren't given charge at the moment, but that was confirmed to be a bug on the forums? I think it was the forums that was confirmed to be a bug on. But it still is the best out of these, in my opinion, I think. Maybe. Maybe not. Archmage has okay stats for where it is. You know, I'm going to take the Archmage. Excuse me? Uh-oh. Oh no, we have delay. I hate delay. Okay, so Cleave is good for early removal, but, you know, it's kind of like a Forked Lightning. Yeah, it basically is Forked Lightning without the 2 overload and 1 mana cost. Shield Block is basically, you know, 5 mana, draw a card. I mean, that's exactly what it says on the card. 5 armor, draw a card, sorry. But the thing is, it's not really that important in a arena deck because having armor or having health isn't really a value. Even though I do have a Gorehowl, so I'm going to be hitting things a lot, Shield Block could be useful out of that, but getting an insanely powerful 5-drop in the Venture Mercenary is way more interesting to me. Uh-oh, we have a big delay. Okay, Fiery War Axe is the best. It's called the Fiery Wind Axe for a reason. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's see what's going on the internet. Uh-oh. Okay. I had to cancel an upload for a video that was going up. I'm going to have to start that immediately after, but we should have a decent speed now. Okay, so Warsong Commander, I've got another opportunity to take, but Loot Hoarder, if it kills something, suddenly becomes incredibly valuable. Micro Machine goes insane in very few situations, whereas a Loot Hoarder can go insane in more situations, so I'm going to take that. Okay, there goes the lag. Fiery Wind Axe again. Whisper's worthless, and Rampage is usually worthless. Okay, Arathi Weaponsmith, putting a 3/3 body on the field and equipping a 2/2 weapon usually allows you to kill something, especially as a 4-drop, with the help of something else on your field. Arcanite Reaper, pretty good, but we have to worry about our weapon saturation. I mean, Arcanite Reaper would usually be used to hit things that are really big, right? Because it's got 5 damage. But if I hit things that are really big with the Gorehowl, with the Fiery War Axe, with the Arcanite Reaper, I'm going to run out of health. So I'm going to take the Arathi Weaponsmith to actually develop a body on the field while I hit things. Okay, my 3-drop slot has nothing in it, so it's a pretty clear pick for the Razorfen Hunter. Whirlwind is very rarely going to give me that much value, and Frostwolf Grunt is 2/2 for 2, which is not good stats. All of these are bad. I'm going to take the Whirlwind for the fact that it might be able to clear something. The other 2 just do nothing. Now, do I have any mechs in this deck so far? I have 0 mechs, so Screwjank Clunker is not a card. I have 1 spell, so Violet Teacher is less of a card. Frothing Berserker, I mean, I have a Whirlwind, so Frothing Berserker is really good. Usually, it's a 3 mana, 3/4 at the very least. Right, because you can cast him and then I'll kill something with the Fiery War Axe or trade another minion off like Loot Hoarder or the Razorfen Hunter, and then I'll get a really cool Frothing Berserker. Frothing Berserker is really good, guys. I could protect the Frothing Berserker with the Mojang Warden, but I think that's not that valuable. I'm actually considering the Priestess of Loon just for the heal. I mean, it is 5/4 for 6, so that's, though I would expect 5/4 for 4, right? So is 2 mana worth 4 heal to my face? In a 6-drop slot, maybe, because there are very rarely going to be 6s I want to pick up. I mean, there's the Bolt of Istoga, and that's about it. And since I have 2 Fiery War Axes, my early game is actually pretty much locked up for the moment, so I don't need the Micro Machine as much. This is a bad decision that I'm making so that I don't have to make bad decisions in the future. Spider Tank is a 3-3 for... Let's hope I get it back to the... Uh-oh. Damn it. Let's hope I've got it back to around the same volume setting it was before I had to mute the microphone so that I could sneeze. Anyway, 1-4 for 3, not good stats. 2-1 for 1, dies to hero abilities, bad stats. Spider Tank, 3-4 for 3 is basically the best you're going to get in the 3-drop slot. I'm actually considering the shield block, just because the rest of these aren't great. Argent Squire is rarely going to do anything for me, especially considering I already have Fiery War Axes to kind of cinch up my early game. I could take the Silver Moon Guardian. Considering how few things I have on 4, that's actually a pretty good decision. These are all really bad. I'm gonna take the War Golem as a big dude. Again, I just explained why no Flying Machine and why no 1 mana 2/1s, so War Golem's fine. Another Fiery War Axe, you know what? It actually is worth it, because it guarantees, basically, in my early hand that I'll have a Fiery War Axe, which usually can kind of lock up a game for you that early. Slam is also a really good card. Battle Rage is growing on me, but I don't think it's amazing yet. Okay, Amani Berserker is a great 2, especially with the fact that I have Whirlwind. Yep. Dragon Mechanic just isn't strong enough in its initial status on the board to really do that much. Mortal Strike, do I want to do that? I mean, I'm gonna be at 12 or less health pretty often, so it'll mostly be a Fireball. Actually, that's probably worthwhile. Getting a Fireball in this deck. Yeah, that seems worthwhile to me. Bolt of Isoga is the, oh, you know what? The other one might have been a better choice. But anyway, Bolt of Isoga is a pretty solid 6-drop. Cult Master will draw me cards that will win me the game, but do I have enough minions to trade off when I have a Cult Master? I mean, most of my early strength is in these Fiery War Axes, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minions that can come out and mostly trade before the Cult Master comes out. I don't have enough small minions, in my opinion, to justify picking up a Cult Master. Scarlet Crusader is an amazing 3-drop. Is it good enough to justify not taking a Darkscale Healer to kind of heal myself? And a lot of my... Well, actually, you know what? A lot of my dudes have high health. I mean, 3 health for 2-drop, that's pretty high health. 4 health for a 3-drop, that's pretty high health, especially on the Spider Tank as well. Then Venture Mercenary, Archmage, Bolt of Istoga, War Golem, all of them have high health. So I'll be healing them in the same rate. So you know what, the Darkscale Healer, especially because it patches up a drop in my curve, is probably more valuable. Oh wait, was I supposed to go crazy when things came up on the board? Oh, Mechanier Thermoplug! No! Oh, I could have had the world's best Mechanier Thermoplug with, what's your name? Warsong Commander, right? So you charge like a Loot Hoarder in, and then it summons a Leponome, and then you charge the Leponome in, and then it summons a Leponome, and then you charge the Leponome in, and it summons a Leponome with the Mechanier Thermoplug, and obviously they're charging because of the Warsong Commander, and then you just kill them, and it's beautiful. But I can't do that. Anyway, actually the best one out of this is Sneed's Old Shredder, because your opponent is incentivized not to kill it, and then you can use its power for your own gain. Alexstrasza is inconsistently good in in Arena. Usually, most of its power comes from the fact that it's an 8/8. Again, I've been talking about how health points usually don't matter too much in reference to board control in Arena. So I'm going to take the Sneed's Old Shredder. A random legendary minion is usually, well, most of the time is at least around as good as Sneed's. So it's pretty valuable there. Commanding Shout. I don't have enough minions on the board at any one time for Commanding Shout to be super valuable for me. I think I might just take the Siege Engine as a 5/5 for 5 that's usually going to end up being like a 6/5 for 5. I mean, yeah, I can buff him. Plus, it just, again, patches up a drop in my mana curve. My early game is pretty good. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the War Axes will stay forever, right? So, in my mind, that's pretty cinched up. So I'm going to take the Spellbreaker for utility and silencing a minion. Oh, I've got to take Dar, right? Yeah, man. Zombie Chow for the early game. Yeah, excellent. I love Dar. Oh, God. Can I justify another War Axe? Yeah. Yeah, I can. There are only 2 strike. Okay. No more early game, I say, as I draw early game only. Uh-oh. I'm thinking Cleave for the removal. For safe removal at the very least. I don't like the Explosive Sheet personally, but Explosive Sheet plus Whirlwind would be 3 damage to all minions, only cost me 2 cards to do Hellfire. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Cleave. Plus, the Cleave in the later game is gonna be better considering my Archmage. Cult Master. Is now the time to take a Cult Master because the rest of them aren't that good? I mean, how many things do I actually have with 3 or less attack? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's actually probably enough. Yeah, I'm gonna take a War Song. I won't ever cast it as a 3 though. Mech Warper. Nope, don't really have any mechs in this deck except for the Spider Tank. Oh, and the Siege Engine as well, I guess, is a mech. Oh, and Sneed's Old Shredder. Does that justify taking it? I mean, I don't want to have the anti-synergistic value of bouncing the goddamn Youthful Brewmaster back. Okay, so Death Rattle, Battle Cry. Do I have that many Battle Cries in this deck that I'm gonna want to use again? You know what, the Youthful Brewmaster? I really want to be able to use the Priestess of Elune again. Spectral Knight, again, really good for my curve. Mechanical Yeti. It's a pretty easy pick. I mean, Force Tank Max, I've already got a pretty decent amount of late game, so I'm going to take the Mechanical Yeti to kind of cinch up that 4-drop slot. I know I keep saying cinch up that, but yeah, we're just cinching up that. Kazan Mystic, take control of a random enemy secret. If that ever works, that's going to be amazing, and you know what? I'm going to take it on the off chance that it does. This is actually a pretty good deck in my opinion. I'm thinking... Oh my god, look at those glowing cards. I'm thinking off of the back of these Fiery War Axes, we might actually just be able to run people over from the early game because we do have a really solid curve after that. I mean, we're gonna have to hold on to a 3 in our opening hand, especially if we already have a War Axe. But then we'll be able to almost universally reliably curve out from there. Alright, I want to change my seating position, but then I'm going to have to change the camera. So instead, I'm just going to deal with it. Yeah. Oh, discomfort, here I come. I was actually uploading an episode of Hearthstone Arena. That's what was slowing me down in the earlier part of the draft. Because now that I'm doing, you know, Arena... Well, now that I'm doing 2 videos and ranked, Hearthstone ranked, every day... I kind of just need to be uploading things constantly thanks to my shitty internet. Oh, I'm not a fan of my internet speed.
You asked for it.
Oh, look, a War Axe. Oh, look, an Amani Berserker. This is amazing. Oh, no. I need a 4-drop, because I have the coin. So the reason I need a 4-drop is, there you go. Because then I can fix my curve. I've got a 1-drop, 2-drop, coin, 3-drop, 4-drop, 5-drop. Perfect curve.
Wanna blow something up?
Are you kidding me? You know, when... The fact that I've killed his Mad Bomber with my axe rather than the Zombie Chow is fine, because now he has to Fire Blast the Zombie Chow as a response. Which means that I can develop the Mech Yeti onto the field unperturbed, because he doesn't have a 1-drop. Plans! I could have considered striking him in the face and then casting the Rathy Weaponsmith, considering the amount of spells I have in this deck. Spells, sorry. The amount of, weapons I have in this deck. Easy. So I'll be frozen next turn as well, and I believe the Mech Yeti will be frozen on my turn as well. So he could Fire Blast it this turn and then Fire Blast it next turn to remove it. I do have to worry about what spare part he gets. If I can get value from this cleave, he's basically, you know, excluded from playing the video game anymore.
I am ready.
Like that. Cleave value. Okay, he's still one turn off Flame Strike. Which means next turn I cast Spectral Knight. Or Siege Engine. So that they're safe from Flame Strike, that is. Also means that this turn, against any of his threats, I trade off as many of my cards as possible.
For the king!
Why?
Who you want me killed?
So he can Flame Strike this board. It wouldn't be horrible. He'd end up with 6 cards, one of which would be a oh, Kazan Mystic, come on! Oh, give me that Kazan Mystic.
Summoning portal open.
Give me that mystical Kazan, come on, I need it in my life. That's not a mystical Kazan.
Try this.
Ah, yes. Okay. I was kind of hoping that. Okay, that trades off there, so that I'm safer to the Flame Strike. Reversing switch, that's kind of cool. And I armor up after I use my weapon. Just as a force of habit. Honestly, it's not that important here because I don't have any shield slams or anything similar. But, it's a good thing to be in the habit of doing, having armor rather than health if you can do such a thing. I think I might Gorehowl that. I would reversing switch and then hit it, but I am missing 1 damage. So you know what, actually, if I draw the, Whirlwind. Ooh. No. Not Whirlwind. Okay, so now I can start getting out minions that he can't deal with. I also want to start armoring up every turn, if I can. Look, he's got 4 cards, I've got 5 trillion. Yeah, Flame Strike.
I am ready.
I'm rebel. Do I spell break that? Nah. Okay, Polymorph Fireball. Develop something that you need to keep safe. Dang it. I really wanted him to develop something so that I could silence my War Golem and then kill whatever it is he developed. But that really isn't worth my while anymore. I can pretty much just go for his face with Reckless Abandon right now. I just removed all his stuff with weapons, and then he couldn't do anything anymore. Oh no. This is interesting. Alright, you know what? We are that far ahead that I'm gonna try something out. So I'm gonna swap that, and then I'm gonna silence him. It should make a 7-7. Yeah!
Well played.
Thank you! Thank you! I really did deserve that, well played. And that's why it pays to be au fait with game mechanics. I knew that it would do that because I've done a similar thing before with the Crazed Alchemist, which is a 2-mana 2/2 that also has the ability of the reversing switch where it swaps the minion's attack and health.
Well played.
Well played.
You win this.
I'm sorry, I seem like a dick doing the whole dancing thing, but I'm so glad that worked because it's not that I've done it before, I think I've, like, seen something like that? Maybe? I think I've seen Crip talk about that maybe having an effect. And then I was like, oh, I really want to try that. Because I've done similar plays with the Crazed Alchemist, sorry. Not exactly the same play. Okay. Yeah, this is good. I quite like this. If you're wondering what the similar play is, it's if you have like a, say you have a 5/4, right? And then you cast Stormwind Champion. So your 5/4 becomes a 6/5, right? And then you Crazed Alch it becomes a 5/6 as its base stats, and then gets the effect of the Stormwind Champion again, so it becomes a 6/7. Which is really cool. I need to mulligan heavily for my axe. Error of mind, it's not the same dude, okay? So, don't worry. 4 leaves is safe from our wrath. Uh-oh. I will keep the Kazan Mystic right up until I see a secret, because secrets can flip this battle. And especially if he develops like a, you know, mirror entity or something like that, and he's hoping, ooh, this is going to keep me in the game, then I can basically just play the no card.
It's time for a little blood.
If he plays like a 3/2, I'll just play the Frothing Berserker and trade, end up with a 4/4 on the field. That'd be pretty nice. I wonder if there's any circumstance where I would play the Loot Hoarder rather than the Frothing Berserker next turn. Spider Tank. Jungle Panther. Is that a circumstance where I would do that? You know what? It is.
Who you want me killed?
Because if he wants to remove both of the threats to his Jungle Panther, because his Jungle Panther obviously only has 2 health, if he wants to remove both threats to it, he's gonna have to use Fireball on this, Fire Blast on this, sorry, and he clearly doesn't have a 1-mana play, because he hasn't played a 1-mana play so far, so it is then my assumption that I'm gonna be able to develop things pretty safely.
Try this.
Okay. Yeah, get fucked. Water Elemental is the bane of any warrior deck that's mainly using weapons. So I'm really glad that I had some way to deal with it. Even if I did end up freezing myself. Play a secret. Here we go. Secret time. Come on. Just give me the secret. Don't you fucking dare hit my guy 4 times. 1. Don't hit him 3. 2. You can't hit me again. Not again. Thank you. You know what? It's actually worth my while here to just straight up trade and then play a Bold Vistoga. Because now my weapon's back in the game. I might have actually wanted to play the Archmage. Because I have 9 damage on the field. I'm rarely going to need 9 damage to kill something he's going to play on 6 mana. So instead, having the Archmage out would have been better. Because the Archmage is a lower value target for him to polymorph or fireball. And then I can say safely play my Bolt of Visoga. Ooh. I devalue my board if I do this. I'm considering Warsong Commander, Youthful Brewmaster, bounce back my Bolt of Istoga, and then run my Youthful Brewmaster into his Frost Elemental. But then I don't really have anything substantial as a board. So I think instead, I actually just have to play things that survive Flamestrike.
Ready for this?
And just hold off for the moment. Of course, his Frost Elemental survives the hit on my Archmage, but then it dies to my weapon. So here's his Flamestrike turn. He did use the coin to develop the Jungle Panther on turn 2. So this is the first turn he would have Flamestrike. Polymorph? It is from the top deck, so it could easily be something that he couldn't have used last time.
You gotta be kidding me!
Okay. Really? Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I don't know if I can take 7 damage by running into that. What are my other options? I don't really have any. So you freeze that with the Frostbolt and hit it. You're setting up for Flamestrike. So Warsong Commander Youthful Brewmaster will lose me my board. But I'm gonna lose my board either way. Alright.
Don't blink.
I can't do it like that, can I? Ah! You know what? I'm gonna play the halfway place. So I'm gonna kill that. But then I'm gonna heal up. And it's okay against Flamestrike because I have the Gorehowl to get me back into the game. And also it clears my board so the Youthful Brewmaster's Warsong Commander is not that bad. Also, it'll tell me if he has a Flamestrike, because if he doesn't cast a Flamestrike this turn, he doesn't have a Flamestrike. Both of those are more powerful than his 5/5, or both of those challenge his 5/5.
What to do?
What else do I need? Darkscale Healer is also in this deck.
My shield for Argus.
Really? Okay, go for it. Do that. Do that attack. Oh, dang you. No, attack this. Of course. That's the correct play. He's making a lot of correct plays here. Okay, this is correct. So I do that. Then I play the Warsong Commander and bounce back this minion. Yep. Clear. Clear across. Armor up or develop the K-Zone. Armor up. I need to armor up every turn so that I can keep myself out of, you know, fireball range, that type of bullshit. That's also one of the reasons why I developed, bounced the, Priestess of Elune. Not only does it save it from dying to 1 random damage, it's a Frostbolt. Not only does it save the Priestess of Elune from dying to 1 random damage, but it also gives me basically the ability to continue using my Gorehowl. Again, I need to be armoring up every turn. So that I can keep myself alive while I get maximum value for things. He's dug into his deck way further than I have. 4 cards, to be precise. So I can kill that. And then develop that and armor up. And he's obviously going to hit me in the face, hoping that I have to use my weapon to clear his War Golem. I need Cleave and him to play a card, basically. I also could have removed that with the charge of the weapon and then Whirlwind, but then he ends up with a 2-2 that's going to kill my Priestess of Elune. Another Fireball. Yeah, double Fireball.
Well played.
No matter what I did there, I was going to die. Fucking hell. That much burn. And that's the type of deck that we're going to lose against, right? Snow Chugger wasn't even in the deck, but it's a huge threat from decks like that. Water Elemental, incredible amount of card draw, board clear. Ugh. Disgusting. Freeze. Frostbolt, Frostbolt. Fireball, Fireball, Fireball. Dang it.
Garrosh versus Uther.
Alright, Momo the Paladin. See what you've got. There's our Fiery War Axe. Good boy. I will keep the Frothing Berserker as a solid 3. I cannot keep the Warsong Commander as a solid 3. There's my War Axe. Good boy. I'm gonna keep the coin rather than develop the War Axe on turn 1.
Greetings.
Cleave. Okay. Cleave is okay. Fiery War Axe. Boom. Bang. Easiest decision of my life. Developed two things. I don't care.
Slippery.
I do care now. Dang. This is actually mana efficient if I do it in this way. And also it's safe from the Gilblin Stalker. Gilblin, sorry. Alright, I guess I'm okay with that. Hammer of Wrath. Fine. I was worried about him being able to kill the Frothing Berserker and keep his Gilblin alive. And that would have... Frothing... I'm an idiot. Something of Wrath, whatever he played, would have done that. Okay, so... I'll just completely replace my weapon. I have so many weapons that replacing my weapon and not getting super value out of it, if it means that I can make a better turn, is a good idea. And it does mean I can make a better turn because it means my 5-drop can be Frothing Berserker plus Cleave. Which it looks like it will be. Excellent. Because the Frothing Berserker is going to get mad big off this play. You ready? Mad big, yo. I really wish that I had the turn, the Gorehowl next turn, because it means, or it would mean, rather, that I could protect that Frothing Berserker much better. Oh, wait. 4 health. He's on 6 mana. Alright, True Silver Champion it. I fucked up.
Let me think.
That was my bad. Although, then he won't be able to kill anything worthwhile with a True Silver Champion after that, because Loot Hoarder cycles a card, Archmage is too big. Maybe he's looking at it and going, do I want to pay 3 health to kill that? Because True Silver Champion obviously gives you back 2. If he doesn't use a True Silver Champion to kill it, he doesn't have one. Interesting. Oh, yes, thank you. Oh, I needed something so that I could do that. Interestingly, I could have done 10 damage to his face right there if I wanted to Whirlwind, kill my boar, damage my Razorben Hunter, and my Frothing Berserker.
I've got the beast.
Oh, fucker! You prick! How dare you use that card? That totally normal card that people have in their decks very often that I probably should have been expecting.
Shields up.
What is the most efficient removal of this that I can do? I mean, it looks like this runs into that. No, that runs into that, and then I whirlwind, and then I attack.
I wonder.
Actually, that makes a lot of sense, yeah. Wait, I'll use this! Oh, I'm a Genui. Because it allows me to keep my dude and I've got a Gorehowl in hand. So it's not like having a weapon that turn was a good idea anyway. I have devalued my cards. I'm not even in an advantageous position in terms of health. I am not getting that much value.
Let me think.
Did he draw over the top of me? No. I'm just bad. Maybe I should be spending more of my time thinking. Gorehowl kills that.
Reporting for duty.
Yep. The amount of ways that a paladin can suddenly deal 12 damage to my face are few and far between. I'm looking forward to the Spider Tank and the Venture Mercenary coming out on the same turn, because no matter what he plays this turn, I'm very likely to be able to remove it with what I currently have on the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well done. I probably don't want to hit that with my weapon, so that's actually really well done. Hang on. 4, 6. Dang it, I'm 1 off lethal. I need Mortal Strike.
Reporting for duty.
Oh, by the way, if you're wondering if I see the lethal, yeah, I totally do. There were probably a bunch of people who saw me draw the spider, the Warsong Commander and go, you're lethal, lethal! And because I didn't immediately go, what? There were probably people going, fuck, how are you missing this? No, I saw it instantly. I just wanted to dick around for a second. If you're wondering why I'm yawning, I'm not tired. It's not that I need sleep. It's that I slept way too much. I slept about 12 hours. And it's amazing how the last 6 hours of sleep can really kick the shit out of you, because you wake up and you're just like, oh, fucking hell.
Versus Uther.
Sleep really takes it out of you guys. I did say that I want to keep my strong 3s, and in terms of strong 3s, Spider Tank is the strongest. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! No! Our hero ability does nothing, so we can't actually skip a 2-drop. I was relying on getting at least a 2-drop, if not a Fiery War Axe. Uh-oh. This is very likely to be a loss. They don't call it the Fiery Win Axe for nothing. You Fiery win when you have the Fiery Win Axe. You Fiery lose if you Fiery don't. Please, just hero power. Don't summon a minion. Not a minion. Just hero power.
Shields up.
I hate you. Especially if you have a buff for the shielded minibot that allows it to kill the Spider Tank just by losing its Divine Shield. Though that is probably the strongest Paladin opening in Arena right now. Da into Shields up. Probably the strongest. Excellent. Truce of a Champion. Okay, so I'm just fucked, am I? Really? Double trade. Not have expected that. Because that means my Silver Moon Guardian is actually in a pretty good position.
Silver Moon shall not fall.
Because Silver Moon can kill both of those without breaking a sweat. On different turns, obviously, but can do it nonetheless.
The light compels you.
Ah, taunt. Okay. Spectral Knight. I think I want to develop the Spectral Knight. Enemy Death Rattle minion. Okay, right. That makes sense. I never really severely closely read that card text, but enemy minion makes sense. Gildan Stalker, okay.
Remember, kill for loss.
And I'm gonna bounce that back because it already killed 2 things.
Accepted.
So it's already worthwhile. And I'll trade that off so that he has less of a chance to kill the Warsong Commander this turn. Yeah, that's actually worthwhile. I've probably got severe card advantage out of that. That's gotta be, since he targeted mine instantly, that's gotta be Hammer of Wrath, yeah. Archmage stays on curve and threatens everything he currently has on the field. Well, Paladins rarely have direct removal, so I'll put out the Bolt of Isoga because it's probably not incredibly likely to die instantly. Oh, except to something like a that's not death. I was going to say something like a Blessing of Kings on his Gildan Stalker.
They are bend to my command.
Oh, excellent. They are bend to his command, apparently. Oh. A lot of different plays I can make this turn, the most mana efficient of which is Razorfen Hunter plus Silvermoon Guardian.
Don't mess with Tusk.
But I can develop more power if I put out the Mechanical Yeti. Let's think about the significant differences between a Mechanical Yeti and a Silvermoon Guardian in this situation. Silvermoon Guardian, most situations he's going to have a 1-1 to pop the Divine Shield, so it's going to be most valuable in this situation from now until the end of the game, most likely. But does that mean it's the most valuable play I can make right now? If I put out the Mech Yeti, he can make an attack against it with Spiteful Smith and then Consecrate. Whereas the Silvermoon Guardian begs 2 attacks before he can Consecrate a board. Does that make it better? Would he Consecrate this board if he could? I don't think he would. So therefore, Mech Yeti. To get them more power out on the field. And I make the attack across to the Gildan Stalker because 5 health point is not super significant to a Paladin. And also I have 2 sources of 1 damage that can now kill the Gildan Stalker, or 1 source of 2 damage that can kill the Gildan Stalker. Uh-oh. Dang it. Alright, yeah, that's really good. He got the Coghammer for the... and it's charged now. I need to kill the Spiteful Smith. Now. Ooh, that's a bad attack to have made. You need to kill the Mech Yeti to stop me from... Okay. Wait a second. I can't get through your fucking Gildan Stalker. Oh, no. Uh-oh. That Coghammer is gonna rip me to shreds. So I need to get the most stats out that I can possibly get. That is... probably Venture and the Zombie Chow, so... Venture Zombie Chow. This is bad. This is very bad. Spell damage plus Consecrate is horrible for me. I would lose the game off spell damage plus Consecrate.
I've got a huge
Okay. That means there's no Consecration. You would never do that. Of course, keep around the thing that's buffing you. Makes sense. And I guess he wants to keep this one around. Yeah, and keep it frozen so that I can't summon minions. Kazan Mystic. Give me the Kazan Mystic. Pyro War Axe. Kind of okay as well. Actually, that's probably the best way that turn could have gone for me. having a way to remove 2 damage from his weapon, 4 damage from his field, and develop a threat to his Stormpipe Commando.
Reporting for duty.
Really? Are you gonna trade across to it? Damn it, I was really hoping he wasn't gonna do that. I can't take any more damage from his thing, so I have to do that. So I have, by far, the best weapon. Especially out of the two of us, I have the better weapon. So now I just need to keep developing minions and win the game from that.
To Northrend.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's a total of 12 damage that I can't really avoid. Is this actually how I lose? This is a good deck. This should go far better than it is currently going.
Ready for this?
Are you ready for this? I need my heals. I cannot believe that I drew that. That was probably the only card, maybe short of Cleave, with really good luck, that could win me the game off the back of that.
Reinforcements requested.
Mech?
Reinforcements requested.
Ha! Was a mech. That's crazy. Silence. I can live on 1 health. Oh, no I can't. Oh wait, yes I can, but it's not fun. Okay, so I silence that. I armor up. I kill one of them. And then I kill the other. So now I can't really use the Gorehound to kill anything that has more than 2 health. And I have to remove his 1/1s every single turn, and the card that he top decks. I'm not in a great position here, guys.
Powering up. Portals online.
I just need to get more minions out on the field, armor up, hit that specifically so that I take less damage. So this saves me from Elven Archer so far. I want to work to save from Consecration, save from Hammer of Wrath, and save from Truce of a Champion. So I want to be above 4.
Reporting for duty.
Now, I'm going to kill that with the Spectral Knight. Am I? No, first I attack the face with this. Okay, now I kill this with Spectral Knight. Excellent. I wanted to keep the Amani Berserker out of, And yes, I can attack the face. Yeah, he doesn't have a mirror entity. Okay, I wanted to keep the Amani Berserker out of Consecration range. Because if he top decks Consecration, I need to be able to get back in the game. So if that's... Oh my fucking god, are you kidding me? That's that card?
Reporting for duty.
Good news! I can kill it this turn. Ugh.
The blade be thirsty.
Okay, so...
For Kel'Thuzad! Who you want to kill?
I think I'll go with the safest option that I have. Of course. I didn't even think about that. Did not even think about... I knew it was Avenge as well, because I've tested for everything else. It's just, I didn't even consider... Oh wait, he has 2 things on the field. Didn't even think about it.
Reporting for duty.
So the fact that he played an Equality means that there is a higher chance of his deck containing a lot of Consecrations. I can't kill him this turn, and I will kill him with what I have on the board next turn anyway, so I'll keep the Kazan Mystic just in case he plays something like a Secret that would fuck with my ability to kill him. It would have to be, yeah, Noble Sacrifice wouldn't even do it because I'd attack with Spectre Knight first. Well played. End of game. Holy sh... Have we lost twice already? No, just once. Alright, so we're going to cut to part 2. You'll be able to find a link to part 2 down in the description below. We hope to see you there.